Do it in front of her home fans as well.
Yeah.
Is that sweeter, or is there a part of you when you're walking out that says, "Oh, geez, I'm sorry, guys"?
Ah, no, I don't feel bad for them. No, it is heartbreaking. Like, she does seem like a really sweet girl, and but I'm a sweet girl too. I would hate to lose in front of my mom and family out there too. And losing's part of the game. It's a rough sport, and if anyone knows how to lose, it's me. So now I'm trying to get on the other side of that, just trying to get those dominant wins, get those TKOs, and I was hoping that my ground game would come out in this fight, and it did. Like, even for a brief second. And that's what got me to win. So just using all my tools is definitely the goal for the future, and showing people what I've been working on, because I've been working since day one. So I'm finally getting the confidence to use those new skills that I have.
I mean, this is 2 stoppages in a row, and it's 2 wins in a row for you in the UFC for the first time.
Yeah.
It's been like, what, 3.5 years since you've had a streak.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how has that been in the interim, knowing that you've been up and down, for 3 years, and what's that process like now, kind of getting over the hump?
It's really tough, because I've had a lot of fights where I thought I won, and then I ended up getting the loss, and then I have had a lot of close decision losses where I was like, well, I probably could have done a little more. I probably could have gone for a takedown. I probably could have done this and that. And I always know that I have the skills, but a lot of times it's just a matter of pulling the trigger. And I think I've finally just said, fuck it. Like, let's go in there. Let's pull the trigger. Let's not wait. Let's not hesitate. And I think that's what's been the difference in these last 2 fights.
You also haven't had to think about things for long times in lengthy training camps, because you've taken stuff on short notice. Has that helped at all?
Yeah, for sure. I've always felt like people didn't want to fight me, and it's not just because I'm badass, but it's also because I have that spotty record. I'm not ranked. They know I'm a tough fight. They know they're going to get hurt when they fight me, even if they beat me. So it's not an ideal fight for them, especially if they're ranks. So short notice has been my answer. Mick knows that I'm the one to call. I'm the one that's going to say yes. Like, even if it's a fight against Joanna at 125 in like 2 days notice, like, I'm going to say yes, because I'm an idiot, So yeah, like, they know I'm the one to call, and that's the way that I get my experience and my confidence up, is by being in there as often as possible, getting used to just the fight.
Is that what you hope for the next time out, though, or would you prefer that Mick gives you a call next week and says, all right, this is what we want for you next, because you got out of there quickly, you're not hurt, this is what it's going to be in 3 months, and then you have like a normal full training camp, like a normal human fighter, instead of this crazy short notice stuff?
Short notice is cool. Like, I like it, because especially if I'm getting antsy to fight and I haven't gotten a fight booked. There was like 3 months. I was 3 months out before I got this short notice fight, and when I get to 4 months, I start getting crazy, So I was happy that I got the call for that, and I do enjoy having fight camps. Like, I'm not just gunning for people to get hurt. Like, I'm not a mean person like that. But I'm also versatile. Like, I don't bank on one fight. I want to fight as often as possible, and sometimes that means jumping in on a couple weeks notice, and I'm down for it. I'm always in shape. I'm always training. Didn't get hurt, so I'll be back in the gym next week. I'm just trying to learn and become more well-rounded. I want to be a legend. There's a lot of fighters that I look up to, and I want to be like them. And I feel like this is my year.
You mentioned earlier that you were having some trouble pulling the trigger. That's kind of where you thought. That actually sounds very similar to Jorge Masvidal, who obviously had a monster 2019. He said a lot of the same things, and he mentioned specifically that he had this crystallizing moment when he was doing this reality television show and was kind of cut off from everything. Was there anything like that for you? Was there a specific time, an instance you can recall, like, wow, I just got to try. I got to go harder to get this?
I think it was the Randa Marcos fight in February last year. I was dwelling on this one submission that I saw her get on Tough that I got submitted with in training, and I was just like going like, oh, what if she does it? What if she does it? And I hesitated in every moment of that fight, and I ended up getting armbarred by not the same submission, but I ended up getting armbarred, which was, I guess, the submission. But I felt like I almost willed it to happen because I was so worried about this one thing. And what I wasn't worried about was her like throwing elbows or getting judo trips or anything like that. And I was so I was trying to stall the fight instead of just be in it and move and hit and not think about it. So I think after that happened, I went back to the gym because I wasn't hurt. I went back to the gym that week and I tried to kill everyone in sparring. And you know, they weren't too happy with me, but they were like, wow, you looked really good today. And I was like, that's it, I just gotta not think, I just have to go for it. And every time I feel myself hesitating in training, I remember that moment. I'm like, don't hesitate, just go. Whatever you do, don't think, just go, because your muscle memory is solid. Like, you know all the escapes, you know all the submissions, you know all the takedowns, you know all the strikes, you know how to defend. Like, just trust in that and just be you. So that's kind of the moment that made me decide this is how I need to fight now.
And we also talked a lot about your short notice fights. One of the benefits of that for you last year, I have no idea if you know this, you are at least tied for the most the most fights for a female fighter in the UFC in a calendar year. I think it's yours alone, but I can't confirm that.
Okay.
At 4. 5 is the most for any fighter. There are a number of male fighters with that. I assume that you didn't know that by your reaction.
No.
But now, upon learning that, is that something that you kind of want to maybe shoot to beat this year? Because it's only January 20. It's only January 2020.
You know what?
You could get 4 in.
I think I forgot, and then I was like, well, I think I knew 4 wasn't a record yet, and I needed to get 5, and so I was gunning for UFC DC because it would have been like perfect, 5 fights in a year, and I fought in DC. I'd fight in DC, which is like where I'm from. But I didn't get it. Or I got the last minute call, but I was in shape, so I was like, fuck. So this year I'm gunning for it. I told my husband, like, right after I got the call for that fight, like, next year I'm gonna be in shape all year round. I'm taking every fight, every short notice fight, every matchup they give me. I'm saying yes to everything. I'm not gonna turn anything down.
I think you're also quietly number 3 all-time wins for strawweights.
Whoa!
Sneak up on I mean, you're in the top 3 of anything. That sort of puts you at
facts.
Right.
What?
I mean, top 3 of anything
I'm a
in sports
beast.
makes you.
Yeah.
It's sort of like legend mode, right?
Nice,
You said earlier
nice.
you wanted to become a legend.
Yes. I'm working
Feels
on
like
it.
you're-
Hey,
you're
I'm on the
already
way.
right there.
I'm on the way. Y'all better get on board. When I'm a legend, you'll be too late.
Are there any particular cards coming up that you want to be on, want to get on?
I'd really love to fight in Scotland. My husband's Scottish, and I know they have a card in summer. So I was saying, like, maybe that could be my 3rd fight this year. But I'd love to get one in before that. I saw that Tisha is fighting Mizuki. I forget when, but I think in March. So I know Mizuki sometimes gets injured. I don't know, people probably don't know, but she got injured a lot in Invicta. So I would love to jump in on that fight, get a rematch with Tisha. I said Van Zant Albu like a few days ago, and then somebody pulled out, and then they rebooked it already. But I know there's a couple strawweight fight, or there's another strawweight fight on the Joanna card. So I'll be like watching that closely, just in case they need a fill-in. 4 girls, who knows what could happen. But yeah, I'm gonna be training. I'm gonna be working hard. I'm gonna be keeping my skills sharp and ready.
What video games are you playing at the moment?
It's kind of embarrassing. To keep my heart rate down, like when I'm thinking about my fights, I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. It's just like a farming simulator. It's really dark. It's so bad. Yeah.
So you mentioned the upcoming title fight. Just what are your thoughts on that real quick?
I think that it's gonna be a banger. Like both of those girls, they have amazing striking, and I think Willie has shown like that she's really scrambly on the ground. But I don't think it's gonna go there. I think they're gonna stand and bang, and yeah, I'm excited for it. I feel like it could go to either girl. I think they're both really strong, so yeah, it's gonna be a good fight.
Thanks, Angela.
Thank you.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.